I've decided I'm gonna spice things up a little bit. This show will be awesome. Anyways, I'm Kiersten, and let's go ahead and fall right into this autumn edition of YJP News. Do you know what the perfect thing to go with a latte is? Some pumpkin cookies. Let's take it over to Anthony as he samples some Halloween foods. I had no clue there was that many Halloween foods. I'm gonna have to try those cookies. Anyways, we're here in downtown Lakeland, which has been around for almost 200 years. In 1882, it was founded by Abraham Munn. Then, in the late 1800s, Lakeland had not only one of the best railroad services, but also had one of the finest hotels in South Florida, the Terrace Hotel. In 1898, Lakeland housed around 9,000 troops that were waiting to head to Cuba for the Spanish-American War. For the past decade, though, Lakeland has been brought back to its former glory and is now the perfect location for shopping, dining, and entertainment. There's even a car show today. I'm standing here at the Lakeland Auto Show, one of the biggest car shows in the southeastern United States, bringing in over 40,000 people. Let's go check it out. Here at the heart of downtown, there's a curbside farmers market, which sets up different booths varying from food, antiques, jewelry, and so much more. Every Saturday, a new band also comes to play, so you can listen to music while emptying your wallet. Speaking of money, I'm gonna go spend mine, but you guys can go check out Haley for some new announcements. Thanks, Haley. Since we're already on the topic of school, I think we should go to our word of the day. Actually, I think I saw a sign back there saying that there's a pumpkin patch off of Lake Merriam Road. I love pumpkins. We need to go check it out. Two of my favorite things about Halloween is carving pumpkins and dressing up. The only thing is I can never decide what I'm gonna be. Wait, I actually think Gracie was gonna DIY some costumes, so let's go check in with her to get some ideas. With all the pumpkins around, autumn definitely is one of the most gorgeous seasons. I'm sorry, my puns are corny. I'm just trying to keep it real. Anyways, that's the end of the show. As always, I'm Kiersten and have a spooktacular Halloween. I can't believe that worked. What the heck? Well, anyways, if you haven't figured it out, I've teleported here to Mosey, aka the Museum for Science and Industry. Let's go check it out. Mosey is a scientific playground with more than 100 hands-on activities. This tire is from the main landing gear of the shuttle. You can see the round edges from when it hit at 220 miles per hour during landing. Mosey was the first Florida institution to participate in Museums for All, a cooperative initiative that encourages families of all backgrounds to visit museums regularly and build lifelong museum habits. Each year, 10,000 students are impacted by Mosey's outreach program, which takes a mobile science lab, portable planetariums, and much more to any school in Florida. Through Science for Service, Mosey's Yes Team is a path for kids to grow towards their future with a 98% high school graduation rate. In April of 2016, Mosey launched its most exciting project yet, planning to relocate to a new world-class science center in downtown Tampa. Mosey's relocation will create an iconic institution and a beacon for learning in Tampa's cultural core. During the estimated 3 to 5 years it'll take to build Mosey's new future home, the current campus will remain 100% amazing. Whether you come here to explore the planets in Saunders Planetarium, or to check out another world in NASA's space mission, or just to learn some science facts, Mosey is the place for you. But in the meantime, let's go check in with Haley while I try to figure out how to get out of here. What's up, Jackets? If you couldn't tell, we're going to be doing something a little different today.
All right, this is a sheep brain, and you're going to start with an external observation of the brain before we actually do any cutting, because once you start cutting into it, it doesn't look quite the same anymore.
Sheep brains, although smaller than human brains, have similar features. Sheep brains include the cerebellum, the cerebrum, spinal cord, corpus callosum, pituitary gland, and other similar parts to our brain. A sheep's brain has a much smaller cerebellum, which means they have less motor control and less learning abilities. Our brains are also much longer and heavier than a sheep's, for it is only 140 grams compared to the human brain. But a human brain is also rounded, whereas a sheep's brain is elongated in shape.
That's part of the diencephalon. It's called the pineal gland, and it secretes a hormone called melatonin.
A sheep's backbone, which is horizontal, forces the brain to be directed outwards.
The white matter that's inside the cerebellum, it's called the arbor vitae. Arbor is tree, vitae is life, and this is called the tree of life.
Well, I hope I didn't disgust you too much. Hopefully you learned something. Anyways, I'm Kiersten, and remember to take anatomy with Miss Allison. What's up, Jackets? I'm at dress rehearsal for Your Good Man Charlie Brown. So basically, dress rehearsal is the rehearsal where we put in all of our costumes, all of our tech, all of our lights, all of our sound. We put it all together as before our performance. Our performance is tomorrow. Opening night is tomorrow, and I'm kind of freaking out, but yeah, we're pretty prepared. So that's good. Anyways, I have to go get into costume. I'll be back.
I wanna rise like I should.
Okay, now I'm in costume. I am one of the Woodstocks, which is basically Snoopy's kind of like sidekicks, so we're in all of Snoopy's numbers. So anyways, let's go check out dress rehearsal. I am here with Logan Harris, who plays Charlie Brown in the musical. How are you doing today?
I'm all right. It's a little hot out here, but otherwise I'm fine.
Are you excited for the musical?
I am very excited. It's gonna be really great this year. We have a good cast. We have really good songs. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
So far, who's been your favorite character in the whole show?
I would have to say Lucy.
Yes, Haley's doing a phenomenal job.
Face, okay? Hey, Charlie Brown, look this way. I need to study your face. Okay, now that is the perfect example of failure.
Basically, I've heard a few people, they say that supper time is their favorite number. How are you feel about supper time?
I really like supper time. I don't know if I'm doing a good job at it, but I really enjoy doing it because it has a lot of energy and a lot of dancing, and it's a lot of fun.
Also, just personal question, do you have a favorite Woodstock? Because
I don't know. I can't pick one. They're all so good. Probably you. You're my
But I lie awake at night, never sleep with questions.
is there anything that you're nervous about?
I'm worried about my lines a little bit. Some of the musical moves really, really fast. But other than that, we should be great.
I'm so excited to watch it.
Wanna be late for school?
Don't wanna be late.
You guys heard it from him. You guys should come out and watch it. Hey, look, it's the Big Dipper. Astrology first started in the Elizabethan era, which refers to the reign of Queen Elizabeth I from 1552 to 1601. It was the height of the English Renaissance, and a traditional period between the late Middle Ages and early modern era. Astrology, as well as other things, had a critical role on the lives of the Elizabethans. The Elizabethans created many different types of astrology. Natal astrology was used to examine and predict events based on an individual's birth chart. Medical astrology was used to determine an individual's weakness and discover a cure. Horary astrology was used to give specific answers to specific questions, such as were there witches. Electinal astrology was used to pick auspicious times of action. Mundane astrology was used to predict events on national level, or sometimes to predict the weather. Astrologers spun astrology and magic to create a practical way of explaining and controlling life. The people consulted astrology for many facts of life: when to get married, when to look for a job, what specific course of action to take. John Dee, a notable astrologer, was Queen Elizabeth's confinement, some might even say a spy. He was the first person to use geometry for navigation. His career was so respected that Shakespeare even modeled a character after him, Prospero in The Tempest. But eventually his supernatural ideas led him to be jailed for conjuring. Before I fall into the black hole of astrology, I'm gonna take a break. I hope you didn't space out and not learn anything. I'm your favorite astrologer, Kiersten, to infinity and beyond.